Hi, welcome back to my channel. Before I get started, everybody, happy Valentine's Day. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to just sit here for a second. Let's talk about the Wendy Williams TMZ documentary. Now, I just dropped a video about Wendy Williams, about her fight in trying to get out from underneath this guardianship. And then 2 days later, this drops about her revealing who kind of was the whole start of this whole thing. Let's get into it, shall we? Yes, let's get into it. So, yeah, a couple of days ago, Wendy Williams has come clean as to what started all of this. I had just reported on the fact that I know she had gotten a lawyer. Um, he had arranged for someone to reevaluate her to see whether or not she can get from under this guardianship, conservatorship. I don't know. Is there a difference? I think I'm saying two different things, and I think they may be different in certain ways because I hear guardianship on one hand, and then hear conservatorship on the other. So I don't know. Is there a difference or the same thing? I mean, I don't know. If you know, please leave it in the comments. Let me, help me out a little bit. But she basically came out and said that the reason why this even was activated, the reason why Wells Fargo intervened is because of the frivolous spending that they had been monitoring, and it was her son. Now, I remember when they came and said something about he had spent like over $100,000 just on Uber Eats, and that was crazy. I was like, "How do you spend $100,000 in Uber Eats?" And then I'm like, "Well, what was the time frame? Like, did he put on an Amex card? And Amex does a monthly bill, so was that in a month? $100,000 on Uber Eats? It was crazy." Anyway, then now they're saying that he also tried to, I guess, rent a yacht for a party. I guess his birthday party. Yeah, so and the yacht supposedly was supposed to be for $1,500. Well, that wound up being $113,000. Now, is he rolling with rappers or something? Like, why do you need that extravagant of yacht to rent? Because I don't know, what do yachts go for? I guess they're millions of dollars. I don't know. I'm not been in the market for a yacht, so I couldn't tell you what they really run. So I guess if they're millions of dollars, renting one would cost that much. But anywho, um, anyway, he was partying like a rock star, clearly, and he must have had an entourage that he was paying for. He was feeding them because I'm sure that's how he kind of you know, ran up the bill for the Uber Eats because he clearly couldn't have ate $100,000 worth of food in a month by himself. So he had to be feeding the masses. Um, but I also seem to think that around this time when he was being just carefree with his mama's money, his daddy was in a little crisis. Now, y'all remember when, okay, so at the time, I think Wendy was sick. She had COVID. She actually just stopped working because she was dealing with her vices. At the time, we didn't know, but they were giving us all this runaround. Well, we know now that, she was battling her alcoholism and whatever else she had were doing with illegal substances. Anywho, this was around the same time that Kelvin, her ex-husband, was living in the house in Florida, and he was about to be evicted, like, because they had cut off his alimony payments. Yeah, remember? Because she wasn't working, it actually indicated in the divorce decree, if she wasn't making the money that she was making as she was on the Wendy Williams show, his alimony payments would have been reduced or eliminated. Well, they decided to eliminate his payments. And I remember that he was getting some astronomical amount. And I guess he thought he was set for life. But I guess he didn't anticipate her not being able to work so soon. I guess he thought he had a couple of little years to I guess stack what he needed to stack. But the fact of the matter is, he wasn't saving nothing, and he was getting a pretty coin. Okay, so there's no reason why he couldn't have had nothing. But anywho, so I feel like he might have been in little Kevin's ear. I think so. And that's just my opinion. I don't have any proof. I wasn't there. But I honestly feel like he was the one behind the scenes, because Wendy kind of says those people, it wasn't just my son, it was those people he was moving with. So who were those people? I feel like she was like pointing a finger at his dad, but she could have meant somebody else. I don't know. But yeah, so all of that kind of sparked and spun up into the Wells Fargo taking action and putting her in this conservatorship. Now, in the meantime, I guess, I don't know if they knew her medical condition, because they try to make it seem like that's how it was put to us. The reason why she was in the conservatorship was because of her diagnosis. And they couldn't have her because she wasn't able to manage her own money. But obviously, it wasn't that first, because they didn't know that, I guess, until after the fact. They didn't know what she was battling with until after they put a stop on it. They just locked everything down. What makes people do such treacherous things? I mean, they knew the state of Wendy. And I guess they felt like, I'm sure they were taking little money at first, because I'm sure they didn't. I guess they felt like, well, she didn't notice this, she didn't notice, she didn't notice this, because of the state that she was in. She was in a head fog. She wasn't even thinking about her son, that show, nothing. And she wanted her alcohol, and she wanted whatever else she was doing. And what type of headspace do you have to be in to take advantage of someone like that? Now, I don't know how little Kevin is feeling now, but he should feel a little remorse. And I want to say, well, initially he was saying that he didn't do anything wrong. And I remember him saying that on the documentary that Lifetime aired. Now it looks like he was approached, and I don't know if it was with this documentary or where, but he's seen the error of his ways. And I guess, how does that have to make you feel? Like, I'm the reason why my mom's locked up, because that's what she is. She's locked up. Granted, she's not in any real jail. I'm pretty sure she's in a swanky one-room apartment with a concierge. I'm sure it's up to her liking. But she's locked in from the outside. Like, where do they think she's going to go? I mean, is she known for wandering off? I mean, I don't understand that part. It makes me think that they feel like her family, even though her son was the one doing all the transactions, I guess. And I don't think the two keen on him coming back around her because, people don't change their spots. And he's still probably talking to those people that put him up to doing it before. And if they take her out of completely, like I said, I don't think she should be completely out of it as far as, the doctors and giving her medication. Now, I get it that she has some health issues. Maybe you don't want her out by herself, but that's what they have handlers for. Certified people with medical degrees, maybe a nurse or something that would be her handler. I don't know. What y'all think? That she's coming out with this now. I think we already knew Kevin was part of it based on what we got earlier on about his $100,000 Uber Eat bill. That did it for me. Like, if he were my son and is Snap still on? Because I would have. I don't know. I might have been on Snap. He put me further in debt. Like, I get it. Wendy Williams is got the comforts of having a little bit of something, but Dad, what are you spending it on? If it ain't your dad, what are you spending it on? I can even see if he was spending it on his dad. You can at least account for where it's going, He just got a little bit here, a little bit there. Yeah. Tell me what you think. Leave a message of what you think in the comments. Before you leave the building, though, before you leave the building, I'd like for you to give me a like. Please like this video. It's a free and easy way. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. And with that being said, peace.